If you're an iPhone addict like me, chances are you have a couple of apps that you just can't live without. I'm Subi Zimmerman, and today I'm going to share with you some new apps that I think you're going to love. You love your iPhone and all the apps that you have on it, and you're kind of a little overwhelmed with how many they are. Some of them you use, some of them you don't use. Your best friend is telling you which one to download next. Well, I get it. There is a overwhelm of apps out there, and I have it going on in my phone too. I'm completely guilty. I've downloaded a lot of apps, some that I've used once, twice, or don't frequently use. But the ones that I have on the front page right here are my go-to apps. And today I'm going to share with you my favorite apps that really help me work in a more productive way, both from home and when I travel and teach Instagram around the globe. The first app I want to introduce you to is called Photoshop Fix. This is owned by Adobe, super easy to use. When you download the app, there are actually videos here that you can check out. Great if you're a photographer and you need to do portrait retouching really quickly on the go. Or say you've downloaded a photo and there's a mark on the photo that you don't want. You can quickly and easily erase any of those marks. Okay, now to download your photos, and I put one here for you guys to see, just tap on the plus mark right here and you can access your photos from wherever you keep them. So I have this photo here, and at the bottom there's all of the tools, and I want to paint because I'm an artist and I like to paint. Now, there's a different size brush that you can adjust, which is really cool. There's a color wheel that you can tap into and decide on what color you want to paint. And when you're done, just press done. You can take your finger and literally start painting. I'm turning my hair purple. So I love this app because it's so easy to use. They explain how to use it as soon as you open the app. And when you're done, all you do is press done, and it stays right there in the app, and you can go back to it and you can continue working on it when you're not done with it. Now, when you are done with it, so say I finished and I want to upload this to my camera roll, or I could share it to Instagram, or if I didn't want any more, I could put it in the trash. That is the first app. The second app I want to show you guys is Spark Post. Now, this is my go-to app for text overlay. So I have a lot of different posts that I've done in the past. Some for graphics that I was sharing on social. You can easily adjust the font style. You can add a shape behind the text to make it pop. What I love about this app is that when you do upload your photo, Adobe automatically gives you a color palette based on the photo that you've uploaded. So these alliums in the Boston Public Garden, which are gorgeous, the palette that is picked matches perfectly. But if I didn't want to use that, I could easily find a different color palette to use for the text. And when I'm done, just press on done. And if I wanted to change the text, I can just tap on that. I can adjust the size of the text. I can move the text. I can choose a different font size, press done, and then I can animate the text. So if you want to make an animation with your text, which is often good on social to get people's attention, this is a great tool, very easy to use. All you do is tap on the animation. There's a lot of different choices here, how you can have the text coming in and coming out. So go ahead and check this out. Also has a feature for creating great graphics for your Instagram stories. The next app is my favorite scheduling app for Instagram, which is Planoly. This is very intuitive to use, really neat layout, so many great features. At the top, you can actually schedule your Instagram stories if you want to. At the bottom, where the plus mark is, you can add your photos. And once you get all your photos into Planoly, those are your unscheduled posts. And so once you've tapped in and created your post and scheduled your post and wrote your hashtags and your description, you just update it, and once it's updated, it will then show in the schedule post. Super easy to use on desktop, but I use it on mobile because I am on the go and I want it to be convenient and easy, and this is my go-to scheduling tool for Instagram. Okay, for all you foodies out there that like to eat healthy, Blue Apron. We've been using Blue Apron for almost a year, and when I'm in the middle of a launch or I've got a busy week ahead of me, I schedule my deliveries, and I usually do 3 a week, and I choose my menu very easily. There's a nice menu, and then once I've selected it, Blue Apron lets me know when it's coming. It's been shipped. I actually have this in my house, and these look delicious. I haven't cooked them yet. Okay, music. We all love music when we travel. We love music when we work. My go-to music app is Hype Machine. I love this because often there's a lot of new music that I don't discover, and by simply clicking on popular, I can just start listening to one song and it plays into the other, and then the other, and then the next, and then the next. On the left is the menu bar where you can actually find friends who are using it, and you can sync up their music with your music, and you can find out what's new, and there's all different genres that you can check out. Great app for those of you that just want to discover some new music. My go-to app and tool, this is both for desktop and for mobile, is Zoom. I love Zoom because I can create and schedule a meeting right from the app and get on Zoom. It's a video app, so I can turn the video on and off when I'm in a conference call, or I can simply just talk on Zoom as if it's a phone call. And it can be recorded, which is awesome. I also use Zoom as my webinar platform. So if you haven't checked out Zoom, I will put a link in the description below so that you can check it out. It's my favorite tool, as I said, for meetings. Okay, next up is Keynote. As you know, I give a lot of presentations and I speak all over the place. And sometimes there are tech issues, and that's no bueno when there's tech issues. So I like to have Keynote on my phone so I can be looking and practicing my Keynote before I get on stage. And if I want to have my presenter notes, I can just add that so I really can be practicing. This is really important for me as a speaker to have the security of knowing that if there's a tech issue, I can have it on my phone or on my iPad. And as you know, I love being on Instagram. I love being on my mobile device. So anything that makes my life more convenient and productive, that's what I like. These are all free to download, and I will link them below for all of you guys to go check out. Did you like this video? Go ahead and comment below with any of your favorite iPhone apps that you just can't live without. And as you probably noticed, this channel is all about Instagram marketing. So if you're new here, be sure to grab my free Instagram strategy guide. The link to that is in the first description below. And I'll see you on the next video.